Hello everyone, Luke Smith here. Welcome back to Resident Evil 6 file readings. Oh, I'm going to go back down here. Today we're going to be doing Ada. Her role in the game is to go, if I can remember correctly, get a sample of the C virus to send to her organisation and destroy Simmons' work. That's all I remember of it, of her scenario. So let's read her file, shall we? Ada Wong. Not much is known about the international spy Ada Wong, including her age or whom she works for. She works for like multiple company organisations, ain't she? She like ping pong like between like ones. Even her true name, that's the thing, is it really Ada or something else? As well as her aims remain a mystery. What is known is that no matter how difficult her mission may be, she has the brains and physical abilities to pull them off without a hitch. That's true. Her trusty slingshot or hookshot. While there's sadism, I can't even. What is that word? In her demeanour. It is her poise and sang-froid. Why are they using strange words in this? What that she is known for. She appears to be working towards a specific goal, and once she accomplishes it, she is the type that would give no crumbs about betraying her handlers. Well, she betrayed Wesker. Like, first of all, in 1998. She went to Raccoon City with the intent of secreting out a sample of the G virus. It was there where she first met Leon Kennedy, a rookie cop at the time. Following the events of Raccoon City, she has been known to offer aid to Leon in his missions, but mostly as a ploy to enlist his help. Currently, Ada has snuck aboard a submarine after being contacted by Derek Simmons, a man she hasn't heard of since the Raccoon City incident. Okay, so she's heard of him, and she doesn't work for him. I thought she was working for him. Okay. While on the submarine, she discovers a mission that she never that was never fielded to her, and a terrible secret that will spur her to act. What form those actions will take is anyone's guess. It's a thing, because like she's like learning all the secrets about Simmons now. Report on Jake Mueller. Mr. Simmons, the mission to find the son of Albert Wesker has been completed. I have confirmed that Jake Mueller is a biological son of Wesker. Name: Jake Mueller, age 20. Citizenship: Republic of Adonia. Physical characteristics: Caucasian, 190 centimeters, blue eyes. He has been in the employ of Adonian mercenaries for 5 years. He has trained or fought in all parts of Europe, the Middle East and South America. A DNA sample from Mueller proves his relationship to Wesker. So he's been all over the place. Wesker's alleged immunity to viral infection has manifested itself in Mueller. Unfortunately, the DNA sample I attained would not be enough to assist with the C virus research. A bodily fluid, blood, saliva or bone marrow would be required. It is my recommendation that you dispatch your top agent to secure a tissue sample from Mueller. End. So that must have been like information that was sent to Sherry Birkin to try and get Jake Mueller to give a blood sample and save the world. Okay, submarine. Ada Wong sneaks onto a submarine in order to find out what Derek Simmons is planning. When she gets there, she finds that the security systems respond to her fingerprints and voice. There is information on her that no one should have. That is fucking weird. Although the submarine, or throughout the submarine, Derek's hand can be seen in it all, from the room decor to the layout itself. It is a mystery as to who built the submarine and for what purpose. probably built by George Trevor, not knowing that lot. Ginzazol, another enemy. The Ginzazol is a creature that results from the high-level mutation brought on by the exposure of the C virus. Ginzazol is derived from a Siberian word for hive. These small creatures have the appearance of hornets, and they can they form a swarm that mirrors the size and shape of human beings, a bit like the leeches from Resident Evil 0. Just as ants and bees, these behave with a hive mindset, but each individual creature has its own role to play. Where they differ is that the queen does not continue to propagate the species, but serves only as a commander, giving out orders like a general to an army. The sensory perceptions are shared between the queen and the individuals. If the queen is lost, the swarm will dissolve. As long as she lives, however, the swarm will remain intact and follow her commands. The queen is hard to spot among the swarm as it attempts to conceal and protect her. An attack on the swarm will momentarily scatter them, revealing the queen and exposing her to danger. In other words, you basically got to attack them all, and when the queen reveals herself, you can shoot it. I'm guessing it's like an easier enemy though, but to be fair, it's more of an annoyance, it sounds like. Ada and Derek. Derek Simmons believes in real stability, and he, along with the family, believe in preserving that stability even if they have to act illegally to do so. He should be one of the UK government then. When Derek first met Ada Wong, it caused a ripple in his normally logical and unperturbed personality. Ada's skills as a spy were unparalleled, and the missions that she carried out for him were instrumental in his goals. A fracture in their work relationship was formed when Ada learnt that Derek was behind the operations to raise Raccoon City. Realizing it was dangerous to keep company with Derek, Ada left his employ and never looking back. From that point on, Derek has been maniacal in his plans to get back Ada. Whenever it was because he left a emotional attachment to her, or because he thought she was the only woman whose intelligence could match his own, is unknown. But his monomania with Ada led him to put a sinister plan into action. That is why he invented Carla, basically Ada's clone, because he's a complete nutjob and he can't live without Ada. Scorched Earth. Operation Baccharos Terminate. Terminate was the name for the missile strike ordered by the US government to halt the spread of the virus in Raccoon City in 1998. Okay, so that was the actual name of the strike. Damn. The decision to raise the city of 100,000, killing the infected and survivors alike, came from Derek C. Simmons, a high-ranking government official. Raccoon City was a case study for his future plans, as he believed that the world would stop using traditional weapons and switch over to bioweapons. The data provided by Raccoon City allowed him to assess the efficiency of such weapons. But he made certain that the truth of Umbrella's involvement and their bioweapons program would never be known. Eager to resolve the issue as quickly as possible, he urged the more hawkish members of the president's administration to eradicate Raccoon City for the sake of the country. The attack on Tall Oaks was devised by Simmons to show the world and dubious officials in government the threat bioweapons pose in the hands of terrorists, as well as prevent President Benford from revealing the truth behind Raccoon City. So that was Simmons who wanted the strike on Raccoon City. Damn, so he was the one that planned it from the very start. The lore goes deep, in other words. Was that the yeah, that was Scorched Earth. Note found in laboratory. To my dear sister Helena. Oh, this is Deborah writing this then. I'm sorry I was never a good sister. I should have been, even though you loved me unconditionally. I am sorry for everything. They injected me with something, and it's making me forget things. Who I am, who you are even. I don't want that. Please know that I always loved you too. I don't want to leave you. I hope you find someone to love and don't want to forget. Love you. Well, to be fair, I'm pretty sure Leon had a crush on them Helena halfway through the game. He loves all the fucking women he's with, apparently. Shrieker. The Shrieker is in Leon's campaign. I don't know what it's doing in Ada's list. The Shrieker is an enemy type. Is a type of zombie that can summon other zombies by emitting a large sound that simulates their oral faculties. In addition, zombies' nervous systems react to the sound, and this reaction causes them to behave more violently. If something were to interfere with the sound of the Shrieker's emitting, it will change to a high-level frequency sound that will overload the oral receptors in the zombie's brains and destroy part of it. Yeah, it also stuns you as well. It's like them Shriekers are harsh, and you basically got to like shoot their neck where the vocal cords are, and it will and that's their weak spot. So yeah, 2 Ada Wongs. There are reports of 2 Ada Wongs involved in the current crisis. One is a famed spy that comes to the aid of Leon Kennedy from time to time. The other Ada Wong is a leader of Neo Umbrella, and the one responsible for introducing Garvo to Adonia 6 months prior. The former is the true Ada Wong, and the latter is a copy created by Derek Simmons utilising the C virus. The fake Ada contacts the real Ada, telling her about the impending biohazard about to be unleashed in China. The real Ada decides to go to China and find out what this imposter's intentions are. Well, to destroy the world, right there. Ada and Raccoon City. In 1998, Albert Wesker, Jake Mulder's father, sent Ada Wong on the mission in Raccoon City to retrieve a sample of the G virus William Birkin was hoarding for himself. When William's wife Annette interfered with that mission, Ada used Leon to have him unwittingly aid her. Ada then made her way back to Albert with a sample of the virus in hand. In 2004, Albert ordered Ada to Europe and obtained a sample of the Las Plagas parasite. There, she encountered Leon again. It's always strange that them meeting each other every mission that they're in. And ended up stealing the parasite sample he had procured. She did not, however, hand the sample to Albert. She kept it for herself and went off the grid. She had her own intentions for keeping the virus. Well, parasite. She was not going to allow herself to be a pawn in Albert's plan for global domination. So she gave Albert the G virus sample. We know that. So what happened to the Plaga sample? Who did she give that to, or did she really keep it for herself? We don't know. That wasn't really answered. The family. Derek C. Simmons is the current head of the secret organisation known only as the Family. The Family was founded by one of Derek's ancestors before the United States was even founded. God damn. That was a long time ago. And its vast network of wealth and power extends throughout the globe. It's a bit like the Rothschilds, in other words. They're older than Earth itself. The Family has been manipulating the course of human development for a long time. Their essential goal is to maintain stability in the world, but its true motivation lies in exploiting the events to benefit its members. For now, they believe in maintaining that stability is contingent upon keeping the United States at the top of the pyramid of world power. If the truth about the United States government connections to umbrella bioweapons programs were to get out, it would destabilize the world and remove America from the top of the hierarchy of power. Derek sets in motion a plan that will launch a bioterrorist attack and assassinate the president, thus preserving the family's design on power and stability. Well, he managed to kill off the president, that's for sure, and like wipe out parts of China and obviously some parts of America as well. So he accomplished that. I mean, he didn't wipe out the entirety of America, just like a small portion of it. Bloodshot. During the biohazard incident, an extremely rare type of zombie was discovered. One had most of his head destroyed. The creature was given the misnomer of Bloodshot because of its muscle tissue was exposed. Unlike normal zombies, this creature is incredibly agile, and the speed of which it will attack and devour flesh is incomparable. These differences are thought to be a mutation brought on by the C virus. The Bloodshots are a really strange creature as well. It's like really unusual. Carla Radames, I think they pronounce it, was responsible for the discovery of the C virus and the close confidant of Derek C. Simmons. A prodigy in her youth, Carla completed a doctorate course in genetics when she was only 15. After which she was recruited by Derek to work for him manufacturing viruses and BOWs. Derek praised her for her intelligence and successful research. This and his praise increased her devotion to him. Only way she tried to earn his praise was by developing the C virus. So she developed it, not Simmons. Okay. As it was turned out, she was nothing more than a tool for him to accomplish his goals. The person Carla ceased to exist when she was used against her will in Derek's experiments to recreate Ada Wong. So Carla is not the clone. They basically used Carla's genetics to basically clone Ada because she looks very much like her. Okay, so that's interesting. Derek and Carla. Derek Simmons used countless test subjects in his efforts to clone Ada Wong. The main impediment to those efforts was finding subjects with compatible genetic structure. Using the extensive resources of the family, Derek learnt that one of his own researchers, Carla, would be a suitable candidate. Derek tricked Carla into taking part of his experiment because she believed Derek valued her and her work too much to risk her. She was wrong, and Derek succeeded in creating the clone of Ada. Where am I? Of Ada he had desired. While Carla looked and behaved similar to Ada, there was still a piece of her that remained at Carla. Derek's relationship with Ada had only been professional. So he couldn't see his clone was not the real Ada. Whenever though misguided affections or a desire to avenge himself on Ada, he ignored any nagging doubt and began to train and treat Carla as if she was the real Ada Wong. So in other words, a bit of grooming is happening as well. Carla, having lost most of her personality during the experiment, behaved as Derek wanted, but in the depths of her soul there was still a spark of Carla's original self. And once it came to the surface, she vowed to destroy Derek, the man who had ruined her life. So yeah, that goes a bit deep. From Carla's papers, it won't be long before anything he had feared will come true. My special pet resting beneath the sea will be ready soon. That's Haos, that is. All my little cocoons will also hatch shortly. My greatest creation will now be the very undoing of everything that he has worked for. It would be a shame, though, if he wasn't ready to live in a world of nightmares. I'll make sure his body is a living reflection of the horrors I've unleashed. And the world will be so far removed from stability if he craves. It will be complete chaos, and chaos will destroy his body. So she is really out for revenge right there. Unlimited transformations. Carla thinks that she can attack China and unleash chaos upon the world, but Derek Simmons has a plan for stopping her, and she is gravely injured. If I'm going to die, I will make sure the world he loves dies with me. With her last ounce of energy, she injects herself with an extremely potent strain of the C virus. It's the same strain of her subordinates injected into Derek. In her infected state, she merges her body with that of an aircraft carrier, transforming herself into something decidedly not human. She can also create human-sized doppelgangers of herself, Carla Spores. These avatars of Carla's insanity still resemble Ada Wong, proving that Derek's experiments damaged her psyche more than she had realised. That's the thing, because it's like Carla is basically Ada's boss, her boss enemy that she has to try and defeat. And yeah, like Carla is essentially like, she is like massive. She does like manipulate herself to be like a hard enemy to defeat as well, and it's more or less like a chase sequence, but you have to like shoot in certain places and shoot the things behind her to explode and carry on. But yeah, she's completely lost it, in other words. Complete mutations. After a human is injected via the C virus and turns into a larva, the virus will continue to mutate the host until its entire body is covered by a tough cocoon-like structure. Inside this chrysalid, the virus will dissolve the host body composition and reform it. A bit like a caterpillar to a butterfly, isn't it? Thus giving birth to a completely different creature from the larvae. These creatures are referred to as complete mutations. Derek C. Simmons sought to harness this mutation process when he tried to recreate Ada Wong, but ended with a number of failed mutations instead. Lebiosa and Gynoides, them ones again, are two such examples of failures. Derek preserved the female aspect, but little else. Derek's researchers soon learnt that by mixing the C virus with the DNA of living specimens, they could create complete mutations that preserved the strong features of reptilian and mammalian species. Being able to determine the final outcome for the complete mutation was a key component in creating reliable bioorganic weapons. This research was instrumental in stabilizing the C virus and creating something that would give birth to multiple bioweapons. That's the sort of thing that makes the C virus as like one of the scariest viruses, because it's like anything's a possibility. Just inject it into someone, they will turn into anything. It's like it's very worrying. Enhanced C virus. The enhanced C virus was created by strengthening the C virus with Jake Mulder's blood. Well, that's the bad news. This enhanced virus was engineered by Carla by taking the elements of Jake's blood that were resilient to viral infection, and using them to re-engineer the C virus into a more potent virus. When a host is infected by the normal C virus, the host will eventually become encased in a cocoon before emerging as a new creature. With the enhanced version, it not only does strengthen the host, but it removes the need for the chrysalis stage. The host can continue to mutate indefinitely into new forms without compromising its cellular integrity. That's what she injected into Simmons. That's why he kept fucking turning into stuff. And the enhanced C virus is incredibly difficult to manufacture, and only Carla has the know-how to do it successfully. As such, only a limited amount of enhanced C virus is known to exist. I wonder if there's still some out there. It is a possibility. The end of Derek Simmons. When Derek C. Simmons was betrayed by Ada Wong following the Raccoon City incident, it was the first time that he had ever felt emotional stress. He felt that he could not have the real Ada Wong serving him faithfully, and that he would create one to do so. He decided to use the C virus, a virus with unlimited potential to change the human body, on its creator, Carla, in order to recreate his beloved Ada. No one knows how many times Derek sacrificed how many lives Derek sacrificed in order to realise that goal. When he succeeded with Carla, he was overcome with joy, but Carla was not completely lost, had not completely lost herself in the process, and she hated Derek for what he did to her. Eventually, she would see to it that he was injected with a potent strain of the C virus, one that would turn his body, one that would cause his body to mutate painfully into hideous creatures without end. In the end, he would be killed by Ada Wong, so he could kill him. That's why he was like transforming indefinitely. So that pretty much explains it. Carla's revenge. Carla was reborn as Ada Wong because of the experiments Derek Simmons forced her into and the subsequent training she received. Following her transformations unknown to Derek, Carla retained some remnants of herself in the deepest recesses of her psyche, and this part of her was determined to undo everything Derek has done. Carla secretly founded Neo Umbrella organization so she could perfect the C virus. So Neo Umbrella was her organization. Okay. Something that would be instrumental in her plans to destabilize the planet. An idea that was something to Derek. Her plan was to launch missiles loaded with gas that would turn people into zombies and unleash the ultimate BOW onto the unexpected world, Chaos. Her plan to wreak havoc in China would have gone off without any problems, but for one incohesive act. She contacted the real Ada Wong and involved her in the situation. Whenever she did this in some vain attempt to destroy the original Ada and leave only herself, or to have Ada save her, no one can say. So that's the thing, is like, personally I think she just wanted to destroy the world, basically to get back at Simmons. I'm pretty sure that was it. But yeah, that's all the files. That is every single file in Resident Evil 6, and that's like finally 4 videos on Resident Evil 6. Right, what I'm going to be doing is tomorrow will be a Daniel Larson wiki reading. It should be a short one, so it's not that bad. On Thursday and Friday, I am going to start on Resident Evil 7 files, the main game, and the 2 DLCs. The 2 DLCs will be in their own separate videos, but I'm going to be completing Resident Evil 7 by Sunday, so that will be all the files so far, and then there's only like 2 more file reading videos to do, and that'll be next week. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.